Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Today we're looking at inserting a picture inside a shape in PowerPoint and ensuring that the picture maintains its correct aspect ratio. So it's not squashed up or stretched or doesn't look peculiar. So I'm here in PowerPoint. I have an empty slide here. First thing I'm going to do is to insert my picture. So I'm going to insert picture. I'm just going to grab one from my computer. I have one here, so I'm just adding it to my document. Now, I don't want that designer view. I don't want alt text. I just want my picture to fill my slide. What I want to do is to put a banner along the edge of this slide that has part of this picture in it, not all of it. So I'm going to click away from the picture and now I'm going to insert my shape. And for this, I just want a rectangle, but your shape could be anything that you like. And I want my rectangle to be about this size. Now, I can't see it through it right now, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to see exactly what I'm going to get in terms of my picture. So I'm going to right click on this and choose Format Shape, because in the Shape Options area, I can actually adjust the transparency of the shape. And that's just going to be useful for me picking out the bit of my image that I want to put inside this shape. Now, I can also check my shape size here, so you can see it's 7.5 inches by 2.63. Well, if I want to make it a little bit narrower, I can. So I'm just going to make it 2.5 inches. So what I'm looking at is just placing my rectangle over the part of the image that I actually want to see in the banner on the edge of the screen in just a minute. So now that I've done that, I'm going to click on my photo. I'm going to hold down the Shift key and click on my shape. So both of those are selected. And then we're going up here to the Shape Format tab here. We're going down to Merge Shapes. And we're going to merge these shapes using Intersect, because that's the intersection between the photograph and the shape, the rectangular shape. In other words, the area that both of them appear in. So I'm just going to click that, and this is now our filled shape. I can move it now wherever I want it to be, and it's over here now, exactly where I want it to be on the screen. But say right now I'm having another look at this and thinking, you know what, I think I might want to move this a little bit. This is what we're going to do. We're going to click on the shape and we're going over here to the picture bit, because this is the picture that is inside the shape, and we're going to open up crop. Now here's where you need to have your wits about you. It's this offset X and offset Y that are going to be the values that are going to allow you to move this. Now the picture is full height here, so there's no movement in the vertical direction, the Y direction. You can see that I can't move it without adding white space, but I can move it left to right. So here I can just adjust it to see exactly the bit I want to see in this shape. Now, if I wanted to change the size of my shape, again, I need to have my wits about me. The first thing I'm going to do is go and write down these values, 11.25 and 7.5. They're critical. So now let's go back, having written those down, and change the size of the shape. So this is the shape size option. So if I want to make the shape a little bit wider, for example, let's just make it 3 inches wider. Now it's also becoming taller at the same time because of this lock aspect ratio. So I'm just going to bring it back down to 7.5. If I'd unlocked that lock aspect ratio, I wouldn't have to undo the damage that I just did to the shape. So now we've got a shape on our slide which is 7.5 by 3 inches, but we've stretched the image underneath. So let's go back to the picture, and this is why we actually stored those values, because the 7.5 is exactly the same. The height is what it was, but the width is not. It used to be 11.25, and so what we're going to do is just bring it back down to its 11.25. So that's bringing the image back to the size that it needs to be inside this rectangle without being distorted. And of course we can still adjust the offset values here. That's not having any effect other than just placing a different portion of the image inside this shape. So it is possible to put photos inside shapes in PowerPoint without them distorting. It's possible to change the size of those shapes and also to adjust the picture back to where it should be and to move the picture within those shapes as well. If you like carefully researched content like this, clearly presented in a step-by-step format so that you can get great results every time, then you'll love my other YouTube videos. So give this video a thumbs up and click to subscribe to the channel. And on the screen now, you'll see a video that I've handpicked for you to watch next.